Yummy. What's up, my foodies? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you how I made these beautiful succulent pork spare ribs. So if you want to know how to make these, keep on watching. Alright guys, so before we start cooking, I'm gonna give you a little ingredients rundown. This is the ribs, and these are my powdered seasonings. This is a seasoning called Season to the Bone. I got this from Jamaica, guys. What you're seeing in here is pepper seeds and pimento seeds, all kind of natural, herbs and spices mixed with powdered seasoning. This is some smoked paprika. This is some homemade all-purpose seasoning. This is some complete seasoning. I have some all-purpose seasoning here as well, and this is garlic powder and onion powder. As you can see, one is slightly lighter than the other. Guys, if you want to see the beef that I bought, this is the beef. I got it from ShopRite. It's the same size, the same weight, everything. I just bought two exact same parcels. So as you can see, the net weight is 2.27 pounds, and yeah, so let's start seasoning up this bad boy. All right, so we're just gonna throw the seasonings onto the ribs, everything. Alright guys, so after adding all the seasonings, you want to massage the meat. So you're basically gonna just be flipping the ribs while squeezing it as if you'd be massaging a person basically. I won't be marinating this overnight, so I do want these seasonings to penetrate the meat as much as possible. So flip and squeeze and flip and squeeze and just rub the seasonings onto the meat at the same time, if that makes sense. Alright. Alright guys, so after seasoning up the ribs, this is how we're looking so nice, smelling so good. And I'm going to pack them in this Pyrex dish. They're gonna be really packed, guys, but that's not a problem, because one thing about ribs, they're gonna shrink and hold on to the bone before they start falling off the bone. So they're gonna shrink, grab the bone, and then they start sliding off. Anyway, I'm just packing them in this Pyrex dish. My oven is set to 380 degrees, and I'm going to bake them for 45 minutes. All right, then we'll check on them, see if they're ready, and make our nice sauce. Guys, we now waste nothing. Nothing is going to waste, so we're throwing all that juice onto the ribs, and so good. What you want to do now, guys, is cover this with some foil. You want to bake this covered for the 45 minutes. And then the remaining time you do this uncovered. This is just some regular smegular foil from the dollar store. Don't worry, it does the job. Alright, so into the oven we go, and we're gonna bake for 45 minutes, and then I'll come back and check on it. I'm sure it will be ready, guys, but see you in 45 minutes. Alright guys, so it's been 45 minutes, and this is how our ribs are looking. These juices in the ribs, this is what we're going to use to make our sauce. This is going to be the base of our sauce, because these juices have a lot of flavor and we need these juices, okay? So I'm going to drain the juice off in this wok and get our sauce popping, okay? Alright, so we're all drained off and ready to get it popping. So as I said before, we drained the juice from the ribs, and this is going to be the base of our sauce. So the additional things to make the sauce, we're going to add it to these juices. But first, I'm going to bring this to a boil. Alright, so my juices have come to a boil, guys, and now I'm just gonna go in with some tomato ketchup. You know I love some tomato ketchup when I'm doing barbecue. I'm going to go in with some brown sugar. That's 2 ounces of brown sugar. And I'm also gonna go in with some soya sauce. And guys, you know I gotta go in with some bourbon. I'm using some honey Jack Daniels. You know the vibe. Oh, and this is 1 shot of Jack Daniel, guys. I'm going in with the entire shot. Alright, so after adding all of those ingredients, guys, we're gonna whisk this properly. We gotta get all of these ingredients mixed out properly, alright? So, and after mixing it out, I will be giving it a taste test to see, what I could add to it or if it's fine. So, just whisk, whisk, whisk. Alright guys, so I just remembered that I have some honey barbecue sauce and I gave this a little taste test and it felt like it needed some of this. So I'm adding a teaspoon in there and this should kick it up to where I want it, alright? So the sauce is ready, guys. It's been going for quite a bit of time and I'm just gonna add the ribs back to the sauce and kind of simmer them in the sauce for a bit. So I'm just gonna add them all to the sauce, simmer them on the stove top for about 2 minutes before putting them back into the oven. Alright guys, so now it's time to go back to the oven. So I cut the flame off and I'm gonna put them back in my Pyrex baking dish. Alright, so now that we're back in the pan, I'm just pouring over the sauce over my ribs and we're going back into the oven so the sauce could stick onto the ribs and they could catch some beautiful color. And yeah, we're on our way, guys. Smelling good and I'm ready to eat. Before we go in the oven though, guys, I'm gonna brush the sauce on so it could cover all the ribs as much as possible. Guys, this step is very important because you don't want some of the ribs have sauce and some of it white or whatever. So try to brush on the sauce as much as possible on all of the ribs and we should be good, guys. I can't wait for you to try this recipe. It is so good. It's a family favorite and I absolutely love making these ribs. So we're going back in the oven, guys, and I'm going to be baking these so they could catch some vibrant color, as I said before. I'm going to be putting them back in and I'm going to put the temperature up a notch. I'm going to put it up to 400 degrees and we're going to be in the oven now for 20 minutes and we're good to go. And we are out the oven, guys. These are smelling good. They're ready. Listen, the meat is retracting from the bone. These are so soft and they're so ready. Guys, you think I'm kidding when I say these ribs are so soft? They're falling off the bone type of soft. Listen, look at that meat retracting from the bone. So today I decided that I'm going to have my ribs with some jasmine rice and some salad, guys. I do hope you enjoyed this tutorial and I do hope you try the recipe. Remember, guys, don't forget to like up the video. Don't forget to share, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend and I'll definitely see you in my next upload. Bye!